Hello everyone, welcome to RC Camping and Crawling, and today I have a mess. Now you'll remember this spare parts build I built in the previous video. So I built this truck all from spare parts, other than the body of course, that is new from Injora. Then I had a secondary video showing how to put these Traxxas components in the back. I think the truck itself looks a lot better. The only problem is the driving in the previous video on the water fried my transmitter. So I don't know exactly how these work, but looking at the back, it's pretty clear up in here there's some corrosion. Yeah, so probably got wet, shorted out, and that was just my Traxxas, just a TQ transmitter I had laying around. So unfortunately that is done. So while I was at it, I actually took the reedy ECM out and the Traxxas brush motor, and I'm kind of left with this rolling chassis now, and I'm not sure what to do with it because I want to get another video. I want to drive this thing, but I'm still trying to decide what powertrain to put in this truck, because I do still want to put maybe brushless and a carbon fiber kit like the other one. So in the meantime, and part of this mess is I'm actually going to take the kit from my Land Rover Defender that you've seen in the other videos, and I'm actually just going to install this frame, or essentially this body, on this frame. And I'll get some just casual driving videos, try to get it as scale as possible. So we'll try that out now. So it looks like I can't keep the Treal mounts on, so this is what connects the clips the body on, and I think I got to replace that. So these will come out. Okay, so I've got the body mounted to the frame, and I just wanted to call this out. The fitment with the Injora LCG chassis and these Injora body kit is excellent. It really fits nice. It slides right in there. The screw in the front goes in no problem. Same thing with the back. It just lines up and fits really nice. I think it actually fits better than on the stock Traxxas chassis for sure. So that's how this body goes. Tilts down. Adjusting these shocks is quite simple. Just simply move the mount to any one of these holes. So a lot to choose from. Obviously the greater angle here, the lower it's going to sit. So I'll adjust those up now. The other modification I want to do too is I don't like the look of the control module back there. It doesn't look very scale, and it just kind of looks funny. So I'm going to try to locate that inside this cab somewhere. So that's another component I'm going to work on here. Just wanted to share this trick. When you're working with these LCD chassis, you'll have this plate here when you're putting it together for your mounting this ECM. It's definitely easier to mount the ECM while it's off than install the plate. Nice little trick I just learned. So mount the ECM first, put your screws in there, and it comes with a screw and a nut, and then mount it to the chassis. You'll save yourself a lot of grief. Okay, so I've got the shocks all adjusted forward so they're more of an angle, and I got the ECM installed. Now I was going to try to relocate it, but this seems like a pretty good spot for it with just having that weight there nice and low. So what I've done is I have this mat, the same stuff I have on my workbench, cut out a little groove, same size as the box. So what the plan is is I think I can get that something like that to fit, and have possibly make a wooden liner with some popsicle sticks. Get them painted up, and I think it'll look like a wood base, and then I can just mount this rubber in there, so it'll be kind of solid, but I think it should look a lot more scale. Okay, so I got the box in. So as you can see, I just took popsicle sticks, cut them the length. So now they're sitting on there. They're actually glued to the top of a rubber mat, which you can see from the bottom. The rubber mat does just press fit in there, so I probably don't even need to glue it, but I just put a couple spots of glue just to make sure it doesn't come out. Now, it looks a little tidier. Now I'm going to try to paint it to match the sides, and I'll put some weathering in there as well. So I got one coat on, just brown paint. It already matches the outside pretty good, but the inside of a truck wouldn't look like that. It would have some wear on it, some nails and stuff, so I'm going to work on that now. Try to make it look a little more weathered by adding some black paint. Got these nice weathered marks in there, so it looks like it's actually done some work, which I think makes a little more sense. Now I'm going to add some little nails to it as well, because it has to be held down with something. So we'll do that with a little bit of black paint and a nail or something. So I didn't film that because it wasn't particularly exciting, but I added a bunch of nail or screw marks for what would hold that deck down. So overall, I think it looks a lot better. I'm going to have to work on the interior now, so I have some spare parts I can try to use, which I'll show you in a second, but for now I think the box looks a lot better. So now that I got the box all done, I want to address the inside. I don't like the fact you can see through it. Wouldn't look very good recording videos with it, so I'm going to try to make an interior for it. Now what I have are these leftover front seats. They're actually separate pieces. And these come from the FJ Cruiser in the other videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these together, just like that. I'll attach a Velcro to each side. Inside of the truck, in the cab, I have the Velcro on each end. And so I'm going to stick those in there, and what I'm hoping is the shape of these, once they're glued together, should fit right over that engine. So it should actually work really, really well. Okay, so here's the finished product on the seats. So I got them glued together. Simply just put Velcro on each end. Now I'll stick them inside the cab of the truck. And you should have a nice working interior. Now I didn't measure this or anything, but it's actually hilarious how well that fits. It's the exact same width as the cab, so it just fit in there absolutely perfectly. And from the sides now, that nice interior look. They're slightly big for the scale of the truck, but I don't know, maybe this guy's got some fancy racing seats in it or something. And it looks better than it did, so I'll button this up now. So I spent some time with the suspension. I just wanted to show you the setup. So I have that one, second one in at the top, this one, third one in at the top. That seemed to allow the height to come down just a little bit, and just kind of give it a little bit better look. It's still quite tall, but I think it looks pretty cool.